Welcome, everyone. I know, 2 nights in a row. Woo! Pretty special. Well, excuse me. I guess we're going to stream again, so I got nothing really else to do, and I just finished work, so doing some aggro plowing and not doing another load tonight, so that'd be another 3 hours, and not working huge late hours now that combining's done, so. But anyway, we're going to do some upgrades in the yard before I got rid of a building over here. We're going to add some more stuff, so I need to get a chainsaw. We'll see what everyone's doing in Discord, too. I think they're...
Are you upgrading?
I was just going to put another cold storage shed. Things as I need it.
You can get rid of a couple of air seeders if you just bought a couple 100-footers.
Yeah, I might do that too. I have a 100-footer already in here, I think. Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah, just one. And then 3 other drills, and I still, I have to get rid of some of these smaller guys, but give me some. Oh yeah, John, he's the chainsaw guru. Can you instantly delete a tree like that? Didn't think so. Maybe I should give you some tips now. Oh, Jake's here. Don't worry.
I'll give you a tip. Don't drink the fucking yellow snow.
Yeah, Dietz has got the really good ones too. Thought that was lemonade flavored. So we'll see. Legacy shed is also very... It's pretty big, but put next to my cold storage. Here you go. This is a 100 by 240 post frame cold storage, and then you come over here.
Like yours, badly damaged.
Look at that. Wee little guy.
Yeah, my leather sewing kit.
How many hours does your chainsaw have on it? All right, let's get this colored here first. See how Legacy has his colors.
They start putting hour meters on chainsaw.
Well, I think John he's keeping track of his hours.
Those Canadians are kind of weird.
We are not.
Bullshit.
You guys are the weird ones, I'm afraid to say. We just do stuff normally.
One of them steel farm bosses. One of the ones. I don't know. It's got like a 50-something inch bar on it. Thing's fucking massive.
Jesus.
And I've used it once. And I haven't used it since. I bought a smaller saw. So.
Yeah, you get some pretty big blades on some of them. Okay, I had the colors at the beginning. I don't know why I went. All right. It's that guy right there.
Drip, I don't think we get fucking lucky. This is horse shit.
Dude, if we find a 4-dowel, we gotta be the only dudes on the server with a 4-dowel.
I feel like that's the same brown, but...
Like, if there's a shed, I've checked it.
There it is. What else can we color on this thing?
I think so.
If you need a fucking generator, don't worry. There's plenty of those motherfuckers. Oop, electric repair kit.
Go global.
No, you want that.
You could offer advice, John, but I got to stick with what I've already got on the server, right? Can't change it up. The theme of the colors. I do like my grain, though.
At least we can fix your scope now, Trip.
You got one?
Yep.
You calling this boring? John, come on. I mean, I kind of run, you know, the black and gray color, but everybody else just copies me now that I posted black and gray. I'm a leader in innovation, though. White and gray, white and black, yeah. White's pretty meh. And white's pretty meh. Okay, we can do the doors back here. I knew it. It is kind of basic, but dark gray and black is like the nicest colors. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go somewhere back here. Pretty much as far back as we can go, I think.
Let me see here. Let me get your stream up too. I'll watch Drip and watch Eddie.
That's only 109 grand. Jesus, it's a little cheap. Need somewhere to put my headers and stuff in, so. Lumber's.
John's all excited to be watching you, eh?
Hmm?
John's all excited to be watching you.
Oh yeah, he usually catches my streams in the morning. Pretty late for that old guy. Is the weekend though. Ooh,
I might stream again for 25. I don't know yet.
you're gonna stream for 25. Of course you are. Yeah, I don't know.
There is Nova here. It needs one tire and a radiator.
I think we need some more round done out here.
What's that? Drip?
We got a radiator in the car.
Get the radiators out. Oh.
All we need is a fuck 4-dial, not 2 blowtorches.
I found a blowtorch too. Oh no.
I'm sure Band's probably screwing with us.
Yeah.
Not everybody's out to get you all the time, Deets. Come on now.
Oh, I did tell him to stick a bear on Drip, so.
Can he do that? Just drop stuff on you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's the admin. Oh boy.
That'd be some
Just a good
dangerous.
old assault bear.
That'd be dangerous power for Drosty. Hey, he'd be dropping bears all day.
Alright, you cocksucker.
Where's that guy? He can't be working all night now. He's probably getting stuck again somewhere. Sorry, Drosty.
I ain't finding shit.
Me neither.
Something like that. You're 60? Wow, boss. 60 years old, damn.
This is horse shit. I want a refund.
Yeah.
Another fucking barrel. What's that, Drip?
I want a refund.
Oh.
I like it. Go to Band. Put it in the general. Tell them if you don't find a 4-dial in the next 3 minutes, you want a refund.
Yeah, unfortunately, this map is not out there. It's not fully finished. Jeezy, you're not going to get to bed early. Come on now. I don't know if I like that not there or not, but you know what? We did it, so. A magical land far, far. Yeah, it's true. Locked away in a castle with an evil king called Drosty.
Guess I'll use a spoiler to kill some
All
zombies.
right, we are good to go again. Oh boy, I think we're gonna have to do all these guys manual, get them back to their spots. Live in ball cars? Where's ball cars? In bunkers. Hey, Jim, what are you going to watch now for Sunday morning? Or if you're going to watch a stream tonight, you're not got anything to watch tomorrow?
You gotta stream again tomorrow for him.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
Not that attitude.
Jeez, deeds.
Alright, you fucking zombie. You're my plate here, I'm gonna be pissed.
Sunday, it's called football.
Yeah, well, thanks for reminding me. I got to set my lineups tonight.
Oh.
It's 7:30 in the morning for you, I think. This is when they start.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you shooting just now?
Order, yeah. Yeah, I'm down kind of by the school.
I see, Jen. That makes sense. Am I ready for snow? No.
I already
God,
checked
no.
all those if
Don't
that's
even
where you're
say that
at.
word.
Yeah, I checked those already.
Dad wants to do 400 acres of his agri plow, and we haven't even done 90 yet. It's been a couple days. Takes like three and a half to 4 hours to do 20 acres. Oh, it's gonna hit for you. It ain't gonna hit for us. No snow coming.
Yeah. Foxy or fucking Polaris Home Kit, I'd be happy.
I don't want any snow yet. Another guy that we said we'd take straw if he dropped straw for us. I don't know, but he always likes to start combining in October for some reason. Only has 600 acres. He just started dropping straw the other day, and I'm like, great, so now I gotta go bale that. So we're using our baler tractor on this plow, which is gonna be I don't know, all next week still.
Just that landmine up by the fucking water well in Berezino.
You heard the stackers are a bitch. Which one?
People, dude.
What's that?
We get some very pissed off people.
I'd be laughing my ass off. Only bad part would be my dumbass probably die and go back there and I forget about it.
You're not that forgetful,
Stay
Deets.
out of Arizona. Journey's territory anyway. Do that? Lock that one in there?
Yeah, I said, oh, there's epoxy, perfect.
Eddie, what part of the map are you farming? I didn't see that.
Right now we're in field 29, the biggest field on the map.
Oh, yeah.
The one right by the store.
Yep. The one right to the north.
Mm-hmm. Did lentils in this field because it's probably the only crop you could actually keep up to the combines in on this big field.
Wait, probably 4 combines and 1 grain cart?
5 combines and 2 grain carts, but technically I can really keep up with 1.
Remember, you dumb zombie.
John, that's the thing. So we were going to run our quad track on it because to transport this plow, they had to lift it up on our trailer. We had to haul it home. Had to put it sideways. It's 14 feet, so it has to be sideways to transport it. And so they took the hitch off, and it does have a 3-point on it, but they took the hitch off so we could bolt the hitch back on, put all the hydraulics back on. It was going to be 2 or 3 more hours to set it up. And Dad said, well, why not just try it on our Fendt tractor because it has a 3-point already, and we're already set up for 3-point stuff. So he just put it on the Fendt tractor because we weren't sure if we had any more baling to do because the guy, just doesn't like the combine, I guess, or whatever. So we were going to put it on the quad track, but if we were to do it on the quad track, we'd have to go and put the frame on it, and we're not doing that now. So probably just, he's not gonna have his field done. He'll be all next week probably combining, because he seems to only combine an hour or two a day, so I'm not too worried about it. But we keep the agri plow going,
It'll fix my shit up.
we should be good. But yeah, it's 14 feet, so it takes a while. I am Lanny, you betcha. And then the other guys in Discord are playing DayZ, so you hear them chatting. It's not about what I'm doing.
Yeah, get your field harvested, Eddie.
Well, I'm trying, but it's it's a big ass field.
I just think you need to try DayZ. You'd enjoy it.
No, I've just never been a fan of real army things.
Not
Call
real
of
army.
Duty.
Survival.
Well, even survival, like real life. I like Halo, Destiny. I like all the make believe shit. I've never liked any real life stuff, except for some reason I play farming. I have not pre-ordered FS25 yet. I'm not sure what I want to order it on. Which, does it come out on Giant's website? It comes out sooner than on Steam, right?
Yeah.
Like Giant's website is like what, an hour or two? You usually get the game earlier than Steam.
I think 22. I think we got a whole day early.
Yeah. I usually buy it twice because I'm like, I'm going to pre-order it in Steam, but then I want to play it early, so I usually buy the Giants version. What do you think?
Gonna go
Steam's
with
first?
Whatever. I'll go with whatever one gives me the swather for free.
Either one does. Yeah. I could just use my code and you get it for free too. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I don't know what I get
My
from.
way. I'll get it for free.
Yeah.
Okay, you headed to Lower Bears, you know?
Yeah, that's where I'm
Yeah, I'm sure anybody that does get the Macdon pack, well, it will probably be somebody will get it broke or whatever, so everybody will have it for free anyway.
Say today's the first time I saw a gameplay for it.
It's not
Yeah.
our fault you live underneath the rock, Brunk.
Yeah, you haven't been looking at all, have you?
Not really.
People are playing to meat all day long. You gotta, try other things.
You see how you can go in the game and you can make like any field become a rice field, which I don't really care about like rice fields technically, but how that you can map out the field in game to do that, I think that has potential for lots of other stuff. So it's exciting.
You must be in this area then, eh?
I'm just gonna be a spinach farmer.
Found a shotgun.
And peas, we're gonna have to make them so we can also harvest the peas with a combine, which they do not have happening. But
Oh,
Oh, shit.
let's go. We're leaving.
Yep.
Well, you want to check the fire station for some boots?
Might as well. We're here. Yeah, I'm behind you. Now we can check medical.
plan for the server this winter. Plan for the server this winter is, I think I'm gonna switch the server from Very Games. We're gonna try G Portal, I think. I just find Very Games doesn't necessarily have a limit on mods, and we just put a bunch on. G Portal has a limit. Maybe that'll make us make smarter decisions and not throw like 400 mods on a server and have issues eventually, which we usually always get through the issues because, well, a lot of us are good at reading logs and fixing errors, and so we usually don't have a problem getting the server to work again. But I think we're going to go to G Portal. I just feel like I watch other people use it, and I just feel like it's a little more stable than Very Games. So we'll see. That's the plan. I think switch to G Portal. You can also upload bigger size maps and stuff too with Very Games. It has to be 1.7 gigs, I think. For G Portal, you can go bigger stuff. Not a huge deal because like Raymore is like 500 megabytes. Like this is a 16x map and it's only 500 megabytes. So, mind you, it doesn't have a lot of stuff built in buildings. Like most of the buildings on it are placeables that are loaded in if you have the mods in your. It's kind of how we did it to keep the map size small so we could add more details on the map. But the map, well, first off, I think it's mainly fields. Yes, it is, Lana, you betcha. There's a fair bit of trees and there's detail. Like there's some foliage, and I feel like this 16x is detailed more than some smaller maps that I know, but just there's road ditches, there's roads, there's power lines, there's power lines, there's fences. It's all filled in. There's no real areas missing, lacking any detail. It's probably need a few more buildings here and there and some more older junk and stuff scattered around, but for the most part it's decent. But the plan is hopefully play on G Portal, and anybody that's around can jump in. I think we got about 15 guys. Out of the 15, probably only 10 ever really play. I got a few new guys potentially joining. And then we'll probably just farm the crap out of the in-game map for the first 2 weeks. So we'll combine all the fields together and combine them all. Probably all have AF11s or whatever. It's usually what we do the first week or two. And then Texar is working on a 16x map of somewhere in the States. I'm not going to tell you where. He's been working on it already in 22, and I think he's going to... I'm hopefully going to build buildings for it, and then hopefully I can talk Legacy into building some buildings for it, and then hopefully Cheesy as well, so it'll be 3 of us building buildings for it. And maybe if those guys don't want to, then that's totally fine as well, but all 3 of us are building, and like some of the stuff just needs like a shell. It doesn't have to have an interior, just a shell to fill out the town and stuff and sell points. And I'm assuming that's the first map he's going to convert, and then that's probably what you'll see us play in 25 is Texar's new 16x map. So that is the plan anyway. I have to reset it once in a while, Chris. Yeah, and I mean very games. I have to reset very games pretty often as well. But we were getting CP usage high at the end of our playing on the server, and their suggestion said that it was incompatible mods or whatever, and I'm like looking in the log and we didn't have that many errors, so I just feel like Very Games has a little, just have some back, I don't know, I just feel like they're not as, they have some issues, I guess. But all right, that guy is off to our dryer complex, and we're gonna get rid of this chainsaw again. That's the plan anyway. So, and I think going forward, what I'm also gonna try and do is I'm gonna start working on sell points, because that's one thing this game really lacks, is really good sell points. I see maps use the same sell points over and over and over, and a lot of them are junk, or a lot of them are from like Joe's map. Like, yes, that's fine. Use that sell point, but update it, because the textures are like from 50. Like, it's just, I go on a map and I see that and I instantly just don't want to play the map. Like, yes, okay, I gotta go here. That's what I want, sorry. Like, I like sell points, but most of the sell points in this game are just, they're terrible. Or people reuse them and stuff. I'm always about, I have no problem reusing stuff, but update stuff. Update it to this day and age standard. It's gross when somebody brings an FS15 sell point and then doesn't even change anything on it. Where did you get your yellow spoiler? Am I missing something? Yellow spoiler. Yeah, I'm confused what the yellow spoiler is. New enlighten me. Am I missing something? That's my plan anyway. I want to make some sell points and then hopefully release them, and then people can use them on other maps, like nice big bin elevators and stuff like that. Like, I know Smebby's on his map, like he's starting to build assets, which hopefully people will use. I know he's going to hate seeing them used over and over, but That's my plan, is to build more sell points, more elevator complexes, and my yellow spare weed sprayer. You mean my Rogator sprayer? That'd make a little more sense than spoiler. I guess I could unload these guys. Might as well just keep them unloaded. The sprayer was built by a few of us. The Rogator sprayer was, I don't know if that was anything left of the poly model. I don't think there's anything of the poly model because the poly model was not great. So, might have used a little bit of the poly model, and then a bunch of it was remodeled. FS Screenshots did a huge amount of remodeling from pictures that I took. I used some of NDMM's stuff off their Terrogator, because actually the cab and the interior is pretty similar to the older Rogators. Not necessarily the newer ones, but a lot of pieces are exactly the same. So use the cab off that, and then just threw their engine in, which their engine doesn't match, but it doesn't really matter to me. So threw that in. The Screenshots modeled a bunch of stuff. I had it's just private because it's probably not going to be fully finished, but TNA modding, I had modeled the rims for me, the hubs and the rims. She did a really good job on. And then added some Giants tires, and then FS Screenshots took the booms off Case Series sprayer and threw them on we have the Millennium booms. The back rack is not correct. It's the case. It's just colored yellow, so it's not correct. If you're actually a Rogator guy and looked up close, it's not a Rogator, the back part, but it's good enough for us, and we don't care. So, but I just don't think it's kind of a Frankenstein. It's probably the most detailed and closest Rogator that's out there in FS, but it's still kind of a Frankenstein mod. So I don't think we'll be putting it out there. But I see that Marcus 3D just finished doing a Fent Rogator sprayer, so sure Machines Modding will have that in the game soon, then we can use that potentially. Or if it's able to be bought, then I would gladly like to buy it. It has a fair bit of detail, so it looks like it's missing some interior stuff and whatnot, but must have seen where did I even show this sprayer? I haven't shown it off for a while. Maybe it's probably, I guess it's been on some of my pictures on my page, but try not to show it too much because it's not something I planned on being released, so I don't want to put it out there too much for people to ask questions about. Let's tune back into these guys, whatever they're saying. You guys dying or what?
Nope. We finally found what we're looking for.
What were you looking for?
4-dog code lock.
For sure, I thought you'd die. I thought your aim was kind of getting bad. You Chad. I didn't even know I had that set up. I don't even know if I have any perks for that. I feel bad. I'd have to set some of that stuff up. I used to have channel memberships. I don't remember what I had for them. I think I had to reset them
What,
up.
play Baby Shark or what?
No, Baby Don't Hurt Me. What is love? Good song. I'm sure I'll get demonetized for that, though. I'll have to mute that in the actual video. For sure that's what it did to me last time.
All right, piss off locals. Let's go.
Get a free bottle of maple syrup. That's probably the only. It's probably the first fan I used to have.
So that's only a good thing for Canadian.
Yeah, well, it's true. I used to have a bunch of fans, and then because I used to stream all the time, and then I quit streaming. But
Yeah, if Goonie's in here, he'll be freaking out.
how do you pay your respect? Well, I appreciate it, man. I'm not sure I got much for you, but I will maybe have to set something up so you get some. I'll have to see what I can do for perks for. Oh, sorry, my nose is itchy. I'll have to see what I can do for perks for channel members. I used to have members, like I said, and then I don't stream very often anymore or do videos, so I used to have a bunch of like TPF merch and stuff. Like I still got this old mug that sits here. I don't ever drink out of it anymore. And then, oh, I got a beer koozie here still. TPF beer koozie. Should send those to all memberships. Yeah, I don't think you guys want an ugly logo. No, John, no. I would never carry anything like that on me. It wouldn't be free, of course. I'll have to see what I can do. I used to send out videos early and stuff to members, but since I don't really do videos anymore, I mean, if Junt would just, you know, buckle up and like start editing my videos and we could have videos, but he just doesn't want to do it. And I don't know why. I mean, he's got all this free time. He'll take the syrup. Well, maybe I should plant some maple trees, eh? I can start selling, or I can start giving free syrup. It'd be the best damn syrup you ever had. I know that because I grow a damn good maple tree, but I don't think that's something I can just plant and get syrup tomorrow, right? So hard to say. That would be a complete dirt show. What? If you were editing my videos, it's not that hard. If I had time, I should maybe get back to it as well. My only problem was I did it the hard way. I didn't know. Excuse me for the couple of guys that I did editing. I just bad at names. I can't remember. My guy that started editing my videos, he was. Well, I can't remember his name. He was good. I miss him. I told him to come back. He said maybe one day. Kegarino, that's who it was. There we go. You only make 3-minute videos? Kegarino got me to split my audio and my video, and I didn't know you could do that. So it's pretty easy to cut the video when your audio is split because you're not cutting the voice stuff, right? Which is what I did wrong, because when I would edit, I didn't split that. So I'd be editing, and I'd be like, okay, when do I quit talking? And then I would make a cut. And then I would play through and be like, okay, when do I start talking again? And I'd make a cut again. Like I was constantly having to basically go through the whole 3-hour video and make cuts and make sure not to cut my voice off because I didn't know you could split the audio and video. So that's why it took me forever when I started editing videos. And I'm like, I don't know how people do this because this is time consuming. I have to watch the whole video over again. And I talk too damn much. But yeah, no, if you split your audio and video, then you can cut the video whenever you want. And it's like, you know, you're not cutting me talking at all. So it makes a huge difference. So I might have to go back and start editing again because I could chop up a video super quick. It wouldn't be anything fancy, but I could chop it up into like 30 minutes probably pretty quickly. Now that I know how to do that, but these guys are making good work anyway, so we will see. I did quit paying for my video software, so might have to get back into her. I think when these guys get back the other way, we can all pick them up again, but Lego Farms, thank you for becoming a fan, man. I don't know why you guys are becoming a fan. I don't even have that stuff set up. Come on now. I appreciate it though. Thank you very much. You guys are gonna have to give me ideas what the fans need to get. I didn't even know if I didn't even think I had that stuff set up. Then we gotta get the trailer dollars going again. Those are the good old days, eh? When you get you could earn trailer dollars, and then I'd do free giveaways for 25. You know what? I think what we might have to do. We might have to do an FS25 giveaway, but only if you're a membership on the channel. Ooh, that'd be good, eh? Right now, there's only 2 of you. 50% chance of winning. Might have to do that. Signed autograph poster with booth shorts and the Fent 9. Oh, an autographed pancake. Oh, you just asked Jake about the picture I sent him for his Twitch. You still have that picture, Jake?
Not 100% sure.
Thanks, Lego. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think Jake wanted something for his Twitch, so I went over and got like a big fluffy snow hat, and I think I got it from my parents' house because it was pink. I think it was my mother's, and I put it on, and I was wearing a cop uniform and shorts, like the Reno 911 cop uniform. In shorts with steel-toe boots, and I was drinking a maple syrup bottle in front of the Fent. And my wife took a picture of me, and I sent it to Jake.
Let's see here.
God, I need a big one of those for my wall.
Yeah, you can't get more Canadian than that. It was a good picture. I have it somewhere.
I should be right in the Spec Dep Center in the road here.
I have to go find that and blow it up, make a calendar.
Oh yeah, I thought I found them here before.
Yeah, it should be like right over here somewhere.
Jake uses his profile picture. No, I don't think it was big enough for something for his Twitch, so you couldn't really see the picture. I forget what he wanted it for, but
I think it was an emote.
oh, right, that's what it was. And it just wasn't. You couldn't really tell what it was, wasn't it? It's too small.
They still should spawn, correct?
Yeah,
Pretty sure that's what it was.
I think they have a chance.
Yeah, they should be like over here in the center.
Cause I remember coming out and like hopping on this car.
I don't know how I explained it, Jen. She didn't really ask questions. I just asked her to come take a picture, and she thought it was pretty funny. She's kind of shaking her head a bit for.
Oh well.
Hummer.
She's always like, "Oh, let's go be social." I'm like, "I have lots of friends." She's like, "Your gamer friends don't count." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Goofy pouches for your plate care?
I'm like, they're still people.
Goofy pouches.
Yeah, like the purple one or whatever.
Oh, what's Bronkama? It's Broken Toys done now.
Broke back toys.
Nah, he's a constant. He's built the biggest dairy ever. Those are the.
The biggest junk ever.
It doesn't look like his building skills are getting any better. Got sunshine doors and everything now.
Bucket.
You go inside and look at the roof. Like, where's all the framing for the roof? It's just like sticks holding up this massive roof. It's just so plain. It's alright. I don't want to put any modders down. Editors down. Just here to have fun. Legacy, are you there? He's probably still lurking. He's always lurking in the chat. I'd have to say Legacy's probably... I think he surpassed me in buildings. I'm no longer the number one builder in FS. Oh, his Fent tipped on a sprayer. Oh, I know. Took a Fent cab off something and put it on a block pretty much with wheels. Oof. Pretty bad. But hey, if that's... I can't knock him. If he wants to do something like that and play with it, then so be it. But in my mind, I wouldn't release that to everybody else because that's just... Then it gets out there and... But whatever. It's That's why you don't see half like the vehicle mods I do, because they're kind of like Frankenstein. But
Fly through Gorka, Mach fuck.
Ike is the master building builder? No, John. Ugh. You looked at his stuff. It's not even American. It's trying to be, but that's what happens when a European tries to be American. It's the same as Lancey Boy. I mean, Lancey Boy makes pretty good stuff, but there's just still too much Euro in their buildings.
Oh, I'll laugh you. I rolled it there. That'd be hilarious.
That's just my opinion, though. But he is the console king. That's true. But I've looked at most of his buildings, and I'm like, nah. The textures and stuff. It's not good enough for me. A lot of textures are stretched and don't look good. Hey, you're getting on console. That's I just still feel like they're too Euro and stuff.
Ow. What's that?
It's a cow.
Oh, they said ow. I was like, what the hell are you
You
talking
killed a cow?
I can.
You are hungry.
Can you guys
so-
eat it for meat?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it's survival, right? So it should be able to.
Oh.
See if you can.
Must
That's
find some
terrible.
shotguns here. Yeah, I want to check. That zombie went flying.
He's a flying. Oh. I need a new gaming chair. This thing is getting old. Hurts my back, or maybe I'm just getting old. And what about the Secret Lab chairs? Are they better? Does anybody have one?
Crickets.
Nope. I guess nobody has one. Brunk has a recliner.
I have a new one now.
New one? What'd you get now? Lazy Boy?
I don't remember what brand it is. Actually, new recliner and couch.
Oh. Well, that's fancy.
Oh.
You had one that was hard as a rock. Yeah, I know this.
Hey, there's a big egg cogscope right here. Want for your DMR?
I'm not sure what brand mine is. XFX or something?
No or yes?
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Okay. Kind of shit better than that.
Not sure what to get. Yeah, I feel like Secret Labs are like some of the best, but you get an ergonomic chair.
Now you can really reach out and touch somebody there, Drip.
You sure about that FS stuff? Is that what you recommend? This gaming chair was $300, and it's, I don't know, it just hurts my back now.
Because you're getting
Corsair.
old, Eddie.
Well, it could be old age too, yes, but to me, I see some like old, like 60, 70-year-olds streaming. Like, come on. So whatever they're using, they get their crippled
Like
body
angry
in
grandpa.
there.
Well, they get their freaking meds, meds for it.
Well, I don't want
They're
to
old
start
time
taking meds
meds.
yet.
Dang, dude.
Corsair makes
All
a
the
great chair.
morphine shit.
I did not know Corsair made a chair. I haven't looked at it. They bend with your back. Okay. Huh. That's their wheelchair. No, John.
That Corsair you don't want, it's gonna break down. You just like their PSUs.
Oh, man. I don't need that kind of a chair yet, you know?
That's next year's birthday gift.
Yeah. When I get that old, it's going to have a built-in toilet and everything. You don't never have to get up from streaming. That's the way you go.
The true 24-hour stream.
Yeah. Yeah, you never have to leave. That'd just be kind of gross, but it's just got a 2-inch hose out of the bottom of it. Pump. Jesus.
And he was worried about us unmonetizing his stream. He's doing great himself.
No help needed.
You can't do that with talking about that. My streams are not for kids, so at least we won't get in trouble for that. Snap-on quality, nice. I looked at a few chairs from Streamlabs. They're like $1,000, but don't know if I could swing that with a wife or not. You know, before I was married, before I met my wife, like I could just go buy $1,000 chair, but it's just not the same anymore. I wanted to buy a second drone, and she's like, "You don't need a second drone." I'm like, "Well, I'm buying it." I just went and bought it anyway, and she's like, "Well, sell your old one." I'm like, "No, I need two." Herman Miller. Okay, I'm gonna look those up. FS. Some ergonomic chairs. Interesting. Look that up.
Gotta be able to take a drone shot of your drone taking a picture.
Yeah. Oh, my first drone was $3,500, and it's a Maverick Pro Zoom, and I took a course to get a license because it's big enough. I need a license, which for driving around the farm, I probably don't need a license, but I just went and got one anyway because I didn't know anything about drones. And I took a 2-day course, and it was fun. Met a lot of the neighbors and stuff. And
There's some unknown food for you.
And then it's just, I got a big carrying case and a landing pad. It's just really big and heavy, and like to carry it around just to take a quick video of combining or something. So I wanted a mini. So I bought a mini. I bought the Mini 3 on Prime days, and you have to be careful on Prime days because on Prime days, if you go back and look, they'll drop the price on something, or drop the price on something, and then Prime days come, they'll put the price, or no, I think it's the other way around. They'll put the price down, but actually it's the same price as it was a while ago. It's just they make you think that it's a deal. But this one was actually, I've got an add-on on my computer that tells you, what's it called? Honeydew, or I forget what it is, but basically it catches Prime from doing that and tricking you. So actually bought the Mini for like $500 Canadian, and it's originally $1,000, so it was a good deal. And you don't need a license for it either, so still like new. And how do you like your Herman Miller, Cheesy? Does it help your back? This gaming chair, when I first got it, was pretty comfortable. Way better than just a regular office chair, but
Found somewhere.
It's not what Trudeau says. Pull your chair to the combine? Yeah. If only I could do that, eh? Yeah, even the chair in the Fendt combine hurts my back after a while. It's not the nicest either.
Yep, let's see.
Got pulled up there a little bit. This guy out of the way. Okay, truck. No boundaries. Better get a pilot's license. Well, believe me, some of the questions on the drone test, they throw in some airplane questions, and like, holy man. And the one guy doing the drone test, he's like, you'll probably get them wrong because they throw some aviation questions in there, and he's like, they have nothing to do with drones. And I'm like, but it's pretty easy. Just Google it. You get the answer. You used to have a gaming chair, but after 2 years it sucked. Yeah, they don't last for long. Unless you get a Secret Labs, I guess, maybe.
Bro, I've had the same Office Depot, like, semi-gaming chair for, like, probably 5 years.
5 years?
And it hasn't even cracked or anything.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Here's
Some
the
of them-
combination. Oh.
That's decent. Yeah, I don't know. Mine's... Maybe I've had mine for like 5 years, I guess. Just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Cousin got a drone license. She's a real estate agent. Hey, well, real estate and having a drone license and flying around the house and stuff, that's... You need that.
Are you?
Probably calling it now.
Yeah, we can call it. See if our shit's still here tomorrow.
Was it good when she had him? Okay.
It probably
Interesting.
should be. But we really don't have anything like, to be honest. lot of building stuff and a full set of NBC, but that's it.
Okay, what? Basically 2 full sets NBG?
NBC?
Yeah, NBC gear.
Drones are big business. They are, yeah.
If we had another jacket, I think, yeah.
They're pretty handy. I've looked at the spray drones, but
Oh, I put it in this case.
not sure our farm will get one. And like right now, a lot of the licensing for spraying certain chemicals is not approved in Canada, so you'll see a lot of guys drone spraying in the States, but a lot of that is not we're not allowed to in Canada, which people are still doing it, which I think is kind of dumb because you can get $10,000 fine. But hey, whatever, if somebody on their farm wants to do it, then so be it. But it's just T-car. How you doing, man? But I could see, I don't know, like the amount of gallons of water we have to put down with our sprayer, there's no way a drone can even come close to that. And, you know, flying a drone and filling it every 5 acres is not really viable. Now, maybe if you're pasture spraying or some specialty spraying, and they can get into spots where a big sprayer can't. Totally, that's where I see a drone spraying shining. Drone and sprayer shining. Like we pasture spray our pasture, and Dad's like, it's rough, the tractor, places he can't get to. Drone would be perfect for that, but the drones are like 30, 40 grand, and I'm not just going to go buy a $40,000 drone just to spray our pasture one time a year. Like I would have to have lots of work lined up, and then it would maybe be viable, but I don't know if you'll ever see them like full-on spraying crops for a long time. It's just they can't do what the big sprayers can do. But wet fields are good for drones too, yes. You can maybe get in there on a more timely manner when you're waiting for the ground to dry up and you can't get in with a sprayer. But the amount of gallons that we're putting down, like we're putting like 20 gallons, 15, 20 gallons down every time we spray, and like a drone, like that's just, I'm going to be there all day to do one field. But so spot spraying, yes. It's just you got to find it viable to pay for a $40,000 drone, right? But yeah, you have crop duster planes and helicopters. Like we get stuff sprayed by a plane quite a bit. Yeah, but it's all money, right? So if you look at cost per acre, you know, drones do have their place in certain spots for sure. But right now we can't. There's not a lot on label that we can spray as a Canadian, so I'm sure that will change. But at the moment, there's not much. So, oh, you're from Iowa, okay. I was gonna say, I think in the States you can spray a lot more chemicals with drones than we can. Are planes expensive to rent? I'd have to look at what it is. We usually, of course, we have to pay for the chemical, and then usually either we'll take it to the airport or our chemical company will. And then the guy that actually does most of the plane spraying around here, I went to school with, so he's got his pilot license, and he's the one that you see in the sky most of the time flying. So I'd have to look up what it costs, Junt. I want to say it's $15-20 an acre. Maybe that's way too high. Maybe that's not enough. I forget, but it gets up there. My drink is empty. I'll get this other guy. I'd like to buy a big spray drone one day, but it's just not viable right now. I know people around this area that have them, and they are spraying for neighbors and doing stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, like, just don't get caught. $10,000 fine will eat up buying that drone in a heartbeat. But oh yeah, airplane gas is a specialty. I like airplane fuel, especially for like throwing in a sled or whatever for mountain sledding. Airplane fuel is good for that. Good for being up in the high altitudes on a mountain when you're snowmobiling. Needs to be unloaded. Oh, I let that guy get full? What the heck? I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming. Did not see anybody get to 99%. I am not paying attention to my inspector. John, you know you've been here for more than half an hour. I'm proud of you. Got a new GP. What'd you get, man? 4060, nice. 8 gigabyte. Well, that's not bad. I was gonna say, what was barely hanging? Well, at least I'm keeping you engaged in the conversation, right? It's a little bit better maybe than last night. When I was fighting the music constantly. I like when you guys get me talking about topics. That keeps it interesting. You don't gotta, then it's a little more interesting. I don't get so bored just unloading comments all the time. 4060 is pretty good though. You got the 40 series, 8 gigabytes. Oh, anything's better than a 1650, that is for sure. And a 16 gigabyte. Well, yeah, it is. People are coming and going tonight, John. That's fine. My chat's not like it used to be. When I used to stream all the time, my chat had the regulars. I miss all those guys. Patriotic Ghost, I don't know where he ever ended up. Carl was always in here. And quite a few guys, but they probably found new people to go watch, so I don't blame them. Not used to playing games with amazing graphics. I've got a 3080. I don't think it's a Ti though. I bought the 30 series card a couple years ago, or maybe 3 years ago. EVGA, which they don't make graphics cards anymore, I don't think. But you might be back in 4 minutes. Okay. You're gonna sneak back out, and come back. Mm-hmm. We'll see you tomorrow, John. Enjoy your Sunday watching the stream. Yeah, I don't think the only problem is with get a few barley pops. Oh, a few wobbly pops, eh? Drinking those malt barley beers, craft beers, eh? It's good for you. Well, we can wait for this guy. We can go check on our cattle, I guess. Forget what I was mixing for my mixture too for my cattle, but according to the Canadian farmers, heck yeah. Good on ya.
As far as I know, this is you and I.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Am's gonna do. Like I said, Mitchell, he's only on the weekends, so it's...
I don't know what I got going on over in this contraption. Do we need some straw? Oh, we still got feed in here. Or apparently I have straw in here. Okay. I've been cheating a bit with the bedding and just using a mixer. Ready for FS25? Nah, not really, but well, yes, I'm ready to move on for sure, but as soon as 25 comes out, then I have to relearn all the placeables, and then I have to update all my released placeables for 22, because that's my first goal, is get all my stuff out that I released in 22 to 25. Of course, making it better and making it good for 25, and I usually try and add new things as well, but we'll see if that is a thing or not. But I just try and get it out so that nobody does a really shitty convert of my stuff. That way, once it's out there, I generally have never seen any shitty converts of my stuff, because I usually always convert it and get it out there, so thankfully. Oh, we're loading on the wrong side here. Tip side, let's go right. There we go. Looks a little better. But every game that comes out is better, and all the people that are like, I'm not moving. Well, they don't. I feel like they don't really fully grasp what each new game brings. They just look at brands and they're like, oh, I can't believe they still haven't brought this brand out, or they haven't brought this combine out. Well, you're not going to get 15 different John Deere models of combines. Like, the Giants are only going to bring out 1 or 2, and then the rest have to be modded. They just can't physically bring all the different models and brands. But with them dropping the old consoles, we're going to get way better performance, I'm hoping. So you'll actually be able to use your graphics cards, because Giants over the years, doesn't matter what you have for a graphics card, it goes off CPU, because I think the up until 19 they were only like a 1 core for CPU, and I think for 22 they actually made it more than 1 core so we could utilize our CPU a bit more, from my understanding. Now 25, I'm hoping it's going to be way more than that for CPU, and you should be able to use your big graphics cards, because they're on the next gen consoles, not the older consoles anymore. So should be able to actually utilize your graphics cards, which will be nice. And if you look at any preview stuff for the game already, like the draw distance of trees and everything in the background, like you can see a long ways compared to this game. So I have high hopes in that aspect of things. Okay, that is, we'll dump the rest of our straw in this other pan, and then it is going to be interesting, but every game is better and better optimized. You get more mods that are base games, so every new game is always better. And the people that say they aren't moving, they always do. They'll make a big rant, but they always come over eventually, and I hope they feel dumb for making those posts. No, I'm just kidding. Much love for everybody. Still haven't figured out how this pen works from cattle, but we'll just put some stuff in here. We got some combines that need to be unloaded, so I'll jump back over here. Somebody's at 70%. Hey Nathan, how you doing, man? You've been playing lots of games? Well, I don't blame you if you got good graphics now. I play lots of other games, like Halo. I love a good game of Halo, but I never stream it because you guys don't want to see it, and YouTube would demonetize me so fast with the amount of stuff I say when I'm playing Halo. I get very vulgar. I'm doing good, Nathan. Thanks for asking. Row crop ready? Well, I'm hoping if there is row crop, it's better than the row crop we have, because the row crop, and I mean, I shouldn't say too much about it, because I know they're trying to put in the game and make something for everybody, but just the performance that it has, it just really is not optimized for farm sim like. So I'm hoping Giants does it better, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Because like when you drop like 20 FPS, depending on what map you're on, and then you go to a 4X and it drops more, and then like it's not, row crop doesn't even work for a 16X map. Somebody said he was going to do it for a 16X. I'm like, it's not possible, man. Texar tried it. Texar is like the king of maps, and the amount that you had to double the files to get the row crop stuff, he said it just crashes the game for a 16X map. So I mean, that's good for smaller maps, I guess, but for the people that like to play the bigger maps, it just can't have row crop ready. And I don't know, I do a lot of meticulous planting and seeding in real life already. I kind of like the way it is in Giants, because it's just super simple, and I don't need that part to be that realistic for me. But I understand everybody plays the game how they want to, right? And different, and everybody's entitled to play it how they want and do stuff. I'm not a fan of the row crop ready stuff, but I'm sure some people will love it. The cart is rear steering, because that's how it is. These big carts with dual tires, they'll have rear steering. Even in real life, you'll have the carts will steer, so it helps just steer the cart around better in the field. Just how they work. Yeah, and like I said, if that's what you enjoy, then I just wish it was better optimized, because in this game we already struggle to get FPS, and the bigger the map or the bigger planter you go to, the more FPS drop you get. That just wrecks it for me. Yeah, it helps the cart turn tighter. So yeah, like I said, if that's something you like to use, I like having FPS already, and like, see right now with course play running, I get like 30 FPS. So if I don't have course play running and I'm just playing the game on here, I can get closer to 60 on this map. But course play and stuff just brings it down. Oh, you're using a 24 raw, okay. Yeah, I just try and keep the FPS I have, so. Now, if you could have the row crop stuff and not have FPS drop, then I'd be more inclined to play with it, but one day we might get that. Was my graphics setting on? Yeah, not super great, I don't think. I don't know what I have it on out on the main menu. Probably high or ultra high. I think I'm high or ultra high on stuff, so that'll bring my FPS down too. But even, like I said, if I'm not running course play and I've loaded the whole map in, I'm usually running anywhere between 45 to 60 FPS on this map. But course play going and stuff. In auto drive, it brings the FPS down. As a Saskatchewan night row crop doesn't really interest me, yeah. See, I would say the same thing as being an Albertan, because I'm in Alberta, and we don't do a lot of row crop stuff, but we are starting to do silage corn, and so we actually have a planter now, and we actually plant corn with a planter with our Fendt, and we're strip tilling, so we're starting to do some more precision type stuff. So I'm a little more into the row crop now than I used to be. You know, we just went in with our Bourgogne and we seeded everything, and now we actually plant corn, and we tried some canola, and we strip till some acres, and so it interests me. It interests me a little bit, I guess you could say. Yeah, the trucks are a little messy because they're not where they're supposed to be. So one guy I'm filling is not turned on yet, so he's not in the proper position. Once I turn this guy on and he's full, then all the rest of these guys will line up properly. But because he's supposed to be way up here, I think, so they line up a little better. Except this back truck's gonna be a pain in my butt. These auto drive guys are a pain though, because they don't respect collisions. I don't know if that's just our trucks not having the right collisions, or I'm pretty sure they do, but yeah, they're just a pain in the butt. All right, see, they line up much better once they're in the proper spot. Yeah, you need to learn auto drive, man. It is a breeze when you use it. Like, I don't even, if I had to run trucks right now and stuff too, like, even though I'm on lentils, I would fall behind. Didn't really use auto drive until I was playing with Bob on a 64x map, and then you needed trucks in auto drive, because the drive from the field to the farm was usually like a 15 real life minute drive, and you did not have time to be running trucks because you needed people on grain carts and combines, and it's super handy, man. It's just that when we play on the server, everybody uses it. Everyone. Yeah, you guys in Iowa would do soybeans and corn for sure. Getting a planter to do canola? Nice, huh? I would say definitely try it. Lego for sure. To me, it has great potential because your planter can plant your canola way more precise, and then you can actually, because right now when we seed with our Bourgogne, I'm probably 5 pounds an acre. 5.5, some depending what seed we're doing, maybe I'm 4.5 with the plants, or you can go down to 2.5 or 2 pounds an acre. So you're basically cutting your canola seed in half. So you're cutting your canola price in half, which, you know what a canola bag is now. They're like $1,000 or something, or it used to be like 600, now they're like 1,000. So basically you can buy half the seed. So you're making savings there, and but you can't. You gotta be careful on your spacing. I think you'd want to do a 15-inch spacing, at least for Alberta here. I wouldn't want to do any smaller than that. Well, I guess you could go smaller because Burgo, obviously, ours is 10-inch spacing, but I wouldn't go any bigger than 15-inch spacing for canola. But the canola, believe it or not, the canola, we went to a couple of trials this year where they'd used the Momentum planter, our dealership, and like it was impressive how big the stalks of those canola plants were, and how you thought it would be so bare at 15-inch spacing, and they filled right out. Like once that crop filled in, you couldn't even tell the planter planted. Like it was impressive, very impressive. Our problem is our planter is an old monosim, and it's all conventional, so it's run on ground drive chains and stuff. So like and it's 30-inch spacing, so we can't plant canola with that because that is way too wide to do canola on. And so we just use it for corn, and then all of our corn gets silage and sold to a hay plant here that dries it and then bales it and then sells it overseas and stuff. So all our stuff is just grown for them, so we have no use for it. But another fellow Albertan, you betcha. I am from Alberta. But yeah, we're basically a grain farm, and now we have a corn planter. And when we invested in a strip till bar, and then we got a Yetter liquid cart that we pull behind with our Fent, and yeah, so we're getting into some, I don't know, we're dabbling in some other stuff. So I like my mods, thank you, man. I didn't release a whole lot for 22. Where's this guy going? You're not gonna finish up there, bud? Feel like, oh, he's gonna come over to this side. Well, we will just let him be. You tried out the Seed Hawk? It's for sale. I've never been a fan of the Seed Hawk, honestly. I've never used one, so I can't say much about them. I've just heard stuff, and I haven't heard much good about them, but maybe with Vaderstad buying them, they'll maybe get better. I have a buddy that's in Saskatchewan that's used one, and like their monitors, is it like Android or whatever? He said they're just absolute crap. Like the Burgo monitors are so easy to use and stuff. Like, mind you, Burgo's probably one of the more expensive drills, and they have their own problems too, but I haven't had many problems with our Burgo yet, and our tank's 8 years old and our drill's 4, I think. We ran a 5710 drill, and then we upgraded to a 5810. The 5810s kind of sucked because the rock shaft went from being solid to a hollow shaft, and we always bent the rock shaft. And then when you bend the rock shaft, and the drill doesn't seed level, and yeah, so then eventually we took that one in because we were going to get some work done to it. Long story short, it burnt down. Some guy brought in a feed tractor. It was on a feed mixer. It was a Kubota tractor. It burnt down, and it was beside our drill, so it burnt our drill down. So then we had insurance for it, so then insurance bought us a new drill. So then we bought a 3335 Paralink drill with the flotation package, so it's got the big tires. And so we went to the Paralink, which I do like because it has a more even seed bed when the seed comes up, but how was I going to say? It's just like a giant harrow, so I can't go through hardly any trash. So if I don't do a good enough job combining and then handling our straw and stuff in the fall, I struggle. Or if I cut the stubble too high, I have such a hard time seeding with the Paralink. But so I've learned over the years, your management in the fall is super important. Like one year, I cut canola, straight cut canola too high. Had an absolute nightmare trying to seed through it. So usually cut my canola at about anywhere between 7 to 9 inches high, and then any wheat or barley is usually around 4 inches, and then I can seed through that. So Burgos hold up the Mike Mitchell's abuse. Yeah, Yeah, those guys haven't traded drills in a long time. There's one guy that's still pretty full here. It must be this guy in the back here that's really full. I see one guy's at 70%. It's probably is that guy. Now I'm getting that little dipping and stuff again. Okay, the seed. You think the Sea Dog's a little more accurate? Do you? Okay, that's interesting. Whereas the Borgo is a meat grinder. See, and I don't know. I haven't felt like the Borgo really grinds up the seed at all. But we've all of our metering augers are all slightly different depending what product we're using. So I think most of them are the plastic, whatever you call it. I don't think we have any metal ones anymore. Maybe the metal ones did, I'm not sure. Big maps scare you on single player? Yeah. This map does take forever. We're not done this field yet. We still got the far side. I'm not sure why I'm getting that dipping now. It must be something to do with course play. Hey, there's Trevor. Trevor, my boy. The Sea Dogs definitely are less beefy. I know people said they were bending stuff all the time on them, but I've seen pictures of Borgos welds breaking, but I mean, that's life. They're big, and depending who welded them, welds are gonna break. So but yeah, I have heard of some people say that the Borgos are hard on seed and stuff, but I checked most of our seed coming out of it, and I don't find that any of our seeds really damaged at all. But maybe guys are upping their wind too much. They don't need to be. Like, you don't need to have your wind absolutely maxed. Like, there is fan guides where you kind of need to be and stuff. But yeah, who knows? I don't know. I haven't seen any problems, but I do not play those games, Trevor, but you're more than welcome to join in and play with those guys. I know not normally are we in the general voice chat up there where you can see it, but there is a couple guys that Dietz has been bringing in that they don't play Farm Sim or anything, so the only channel they can join is up there. So quite a few of the guys in the server actually play DayZ, so if you ever saw them up there and wanted to hop in sometime, I'm sure they would. I don't play the games with them, but they do. Well, you're half an hour from the factory? Well, that's nice. I think our Paralink drill is 4 years old, so it's still fairly new, like 33, 35. It's got the QDA, like the quick. I can adjust all the depth super easy. So I got the QDA and stuff, which is nice. Not the one where I can do it on my phone and stuff. I think that was the newer, or that was a newer version Top Gun. I think that was the 40 or whatever. I think I'm still on the 30. Don't even have the 35 monitor. And we're still rocking an old 7700 cart. So the old style. I would like to get to the new 9000 series styles where you have the load cells on every tank and stuff. That would be nice, but must be the secret classified Discord. Well, you were in it at one point, John, but I think you said you weren't going to be active or something, and then you left. And I'm like, well, you don't have to be. There are lots of guys in here that aren't that active, but I'm pretty sure you just left it. I know you were in here at one point. What do we got going on left here? It's true, yeah. I think it was like you're like, I'm never gonna play MP, so I don't need to stick around. I'm like, well, you don't gotta play MP. You could always just have the blue rank and just hang out. I don't know what these guys are gonna have. They don't look like they have much more on them, and then they're gonna have to go I'm gonna have to F12 them on the other side of this field here. I don't want to drive them all the way over here. We don't got much left of this field. This is peas over here. That's gonna be a joy to go around. So I pretty much left sprayer tracks in all my fields. Other than a couple. Couple here I didn't want to. We're almost done the big field of lentils. Woo! Blitz, no, I don't know. Maybe I'll open it up. I used to have my Discord open to public when I was streaming and stuff all the time, but so there is a few individuals in here from my past streaming days. If they were memberships and stuff, they had access to the Discord. But I just don't want a huge Discord and have to manage a bunch of people, and then there's like server stuff that only people with server rank, and that doesn't generally change. It's been the same people for years, and I don't generally add to the server rank stuff. There's a set group of guys that we play with, and that probably won't change. But maybe one day we'll open to the public. I don't know. I haven't decided. Then there's just more managing going on, and then you got people spamming and clicking on those sex discords or whatever. I've seen those in a few of those things, but well, I don't know. It's just you see people, I guess they're desperate and they click on those links, and then they get banned. All right, buddy, where are you going now? We found some more crop, apparently. Our combine's probably gonna. So we got an hour and 4 minutes left here. I'd really like to wait and see where he goes, but not really. So we are gonna do some cheating here. Oh, I put him right in the field. God damn it. And we will see. I'm not sure if I'll get the right... I wonder if he'll work this way and then work himself over. That would be nice. Yeah, see, no, this looks like... comes down there and then turns and goes that way is my guess. Maybe I have to start him from this side. We'll see. That way it looks like it'd be a dead end, so I'll go and start him over here. No, Jake would never click on that stuff. He went to bed anyway, so you can't make fun of him. John, he's not here. It's not fair. Oh wait, I guess he was doing that to you yesterday. Pretty game. Damn, now I'm getting those jitters again. It's gotta be course play. My guess is we gotta start these guys over here on the very edge. Or don't see another line here. Don't tell me it's at the other end of the field. Shouldn't be. Maybe it is. Just confused here. Because that line was green here. So they come down there and then they go to the red and then... you're coming down that way and then you turn to the left. Well, maybe try the end of the field and see what it shows like up there, but... there is a red one there. Oh, I don't know what this other side part is. Like they're missing this whole side part somewhere. There is another line up here. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah. Right over here. And you have to come all the way around the field to that point. That just seems ridiculous. All right, where's my next boy in line? Left one. All right, let's go, Julio. Hey, there's Legacy. What, Junt's leaving? All right. All right, Junt. Have fun. Tell your family I say hi. Hopefully they don't roll your wheelchair down the stairs or anything and you get to bed so we can see you in the morning. I know, 2 nights in a row. It's blasphemy. It is, it's true. Really shouldn't be streaming. I don't know why I'm treating you guys to a stream. Being too nice. It's kind of sketchy in voice chat. Yeah, it can be. He sent you here. I feel bad. All right. See you, John. Yeah, we'll chat. Don't you worry. Why did this guy's line change? That's kind of weird. My center guy. Just to creep. Ooh, me? No. Did put up your building at the farm though, so that was my upgrade. Start of the stream. This is my salute to Legacy. I'm not sure I really need another building, but hey, I'm sure I'll fill it, so. Oh yeah, that red one's way back there for line. We're gonna have to F12 our cart all the way over here because I am not driving all the way over here. I'm sorry. I'm all about realism, but this field is way too big. This guy's done just in time. Perfect. I do. I always need more buildings. Huh? I bet he smells of cheese. Does he? I didn't think he ever ate. I don't think he ever slept either. He's been editing vehicles for his gameplay. Oh, that's scary if Legacy's been editing vehicles. He's probably like me. Like, you don't want to see me edit vehicles. It's... Yeah, cheesy had nothing to do with that. Well, you're going to see a little more hocus pocus here because what I'm doing. This is the last bit of this big field. I was actually telling the guys, Legacy, that I think you have surpassed me in the buildings. Like, you know, back in the day, everyone's like, oh yeah, like DPF. And then now it's just like, don't even remember who I am. It's just all about Legacy. Legacy has taken, well, you've built probably triple the stuff that I've built. Well, I guess if I tallied up all my unfinished projects, I might be close to your finished projects. Maybe. I have a lot of stuff started. I just have a problem finishing it. We got 2 or 3 buildings that I pretty well could be put out there, but I'm debating just holding off on them. Yeah, Legacy's the big building honcho now. Big boss, man. I don't know who that would be. I mean, taught you the improper ways of the stuff I do. I just wing it. I don't even know it's proper, but makes good stuff. I was actually looking back on my posts. His pile of poop. Yeah, he sent it to me. I haven't, not sure what I'm going to do with a pad that makes a pile of poop, but sure I'll find a use for it. I guess I could do mod reviews, and if it's a piece of poop, you put it in his big poop pile. That would be actually hilarious. I always kind of wanted to make like a YouTube channel that was actually like, you know, going through people's stuff and saying how crap it was, but I'm like, that's not really nice. But it'd have to be anonymous because you'd probably get a lot of hate, but I just thought that would be funny. Because there is some people that put out stuff and they think it's really good and it's okay, like it's not, but I mean, just look. If you want to go back and see my very first shop that I did, like I never released it. Like it's red and white, and like back then, like I thought that was like, whoo, it is ugly and awful. Like no wonder I never released it. Like it's terrible. Okay, we're gonna have to do one more hoopla here because I'm not waiting for these guys to cut around. So, all right, that's last F12 we're doing for a bit, or teleportation. But yeah, if you go back to my, I think that was probably it's probably actually 19. It was a red and white. That's how I see my little red building. Yeah, but your first buildings I think were better than my first shop. Like I go in there, nothing's really to scale, which is okay. But like, yeah, it's just really bad. It's really bad. I did send it to random to stream with and stuff back in the day. I did send it to some guys on my server, but I never did release it, and I'm glad I didn't because it's awful. I look at it now and I'm like, thank God I never released that. But same with, you know, the big building I did for Flint Hills. That was better. That was still not great. You know, I did an overhaul on CBJ's building, which he had such a good model already, and then I did a lot of 3D tin, and that, like, it was a 6 million poly bomb. I just, like, it wasn't a bad shot, but it was really high poly. And now if you look at any of mine or Legacies or Monocles or any of those guys' buildings, like, they're all really low poly. Like, if you go look at, I don't know, just even like the cold storage, like my one big cold storage there, I have a big massive building, but it's normal mapped. Like, you're lucky if you're, some of these big buildings we're doing are like 20 megabytes. Like they're nothing. It's how buildings should be. Because back in the day with the 3D tin looked good. Actually, the normal map tin looks better, even with the reflections it gives. It actually gives a more realistic reflection in the 3D tin. Go figure. But you know what? I feel like my one truck is probably stuck at the bin yard. Because for some reason, he's been getting stuck here. Did I see I put your building up here? There you go. Not necessarily sure if I like where I put it, but not that I need another big building on the farm, but like, this thing's high though. Oh man, she's got a high ceiling. It's higher than mine big cold storage, I think. Now, one issue though is I redone these hoses a few times and it still cuts through my framing, and I've even skinnied up my framing because I do not want to reskin these hoses again. I mean, Deeds taught me how to do it, but it was just a bugger. I do like skin mesh hoses, so those look nice. You can expect this building in 25 for sure, without some smebby stuff on it, but I did the bigger light on there, yeah. See, I put a bigger light. I still did the trigger stuff here, so you can, or no, I think my trigger's over here actually. There you go. No windows or windows. That's how I made in-game options. And same with the side door. And you guys have seen it before, but you can make it just a wall if you don't want a door there. Or a door. Takes a lot longer to set up mods to do that, but yeah, I know. I put your building up beside mine, and I'm like, oh, your building's half the size of this one. But hey, I'm not comparing you. They all serve purpose, right? I don't know what he's getting stuck on. He never used to get stuck here, ever. Now he gets stuck here. For whatever reason. Hey, buddy. You're not done. Oh, he needs fuel. Great. Well, we're gonna have 12 fuel too, because I'm not prepared. Have a fuel truck? I might have a fuel truck somewhere, but he hates AO maps, so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them either, but sure that's what Legacy did for my normal map 10 was did the AO, or I guess the spec map for it. That was the one thing it was lacking. Without the spec map, it had a weird if you did really big buildings, it had like a weird like red glow, and as you zoomed out, it was awful. I'm pretty sure that was because the shit spec map I did on the other one, but alright, what do we got for bushels in this bin complex anyway? Only 22,000 bushels off that field? Lame. It's not a lot. 22,000, although lentils are my big payers on this map. They pay me good moolah. Last harvest, I think I made like 8 million bucks. All my crops. It's nice. Yeah, we'll put something in that building. Probably headers and stuff, I think. Maybe park some trucks too, because when I get this building full with combines and everything that I own, this building gets full quick. I usually have a pretty narrow path, but like usually put swathers in here and grain carts, and especially when you got the big drills, it eats up this shed pretty fast. And I, built it so I had lots of room, but she just takes too much room. I still got to do eaves troughs and stuff for it too. Eaves troughs, and I have kind of a rough snow on it. It's not the greatest snow, so I have to redo that. But and one day we will finish this shop too, and you guys can have it as well. Never did bring my toolbox to 25 though, or 22. Believe it or not, somebody was nice enough to convert this for me and send it to me. I didn't even have to do it, so did want to redo it, but don't remember where all my door triggers are in this building because I don't have them done yet. This will be a nice shop when it's done. Wash bay in there, and then more storage, and yeah, she just a little unfinished is all. It'll be nice when she's done, though. An office done. All right, what do we got going on? Buddy, back up. Let the guy do his job. See, now they're all too close. Oh, have you, Joe? Nice. You got a page or anything? Because I don't mind giving advice to people as long as... Like, I get some people message me and they basically want you to do it for them. And I won't do that. If you're not willing to listen and learn, then I don't generally respond back to people. But I'm sure some people know that. They talk to me, and if they ask something, they're like, well, you do it. They generally, I quit responding to them. I don't mind explaining some stuff and helping, but oh, hang out with Legacy and voice chat. Well, I feel sorry for you. No, I'm just kidding. That must be a nightmare. No. Now these combines are being annoying. Come on, guys. Figure it out. Do your turning. This is right one. Guys, we got a whole nother strip you didn't even combine. The heck? Oh, the other guys didn't have a strip down here because it wasn't their job to do. Now I see this guy has a strip here. Okay. This other guy's gonna get in front of this guy. This guy's gotta go. Go, go, go. Told him to quit while he's ahead. I mean, I like buildings. They're nice. This guy's got to get in front of this other combine. We made her. We're gonna need a grain cart, though. Do we not have convoy on here? Like, come on, slow them down. There we go. Buildings are addictive, I'll just say that. I just feel like there's never enough. And I also don't like a lot of styles that people do. So then you have to go do your own style. There's some other people that have been putting out some buildings in there. We won't mention names, but there's a few people out there using a lot of Legacy and I's assets. It says credits are in the mod, and I've downloaded the mods, and there is no credits anywhere. I've already had to talk to somebody once about that. It doesn't bother me if you use it because our stuff is public, but just proper credits is all we ask. It's not hard to put it in the credits. Throw it in an XML in the mod, or even put it in under contributor. I don't know, when I used to make a Facebook post and release stuff, even in my itcho, I would have like Next Gen, who is Vision Designs now, who it was his 3D tin in the first place that I used because he modeled it for me and sent it to me. And then I normal mapped it. So even in the credits, I would always put like, hey, the original 3D model was his. I just normal mapped it. So the normal map tin is mine, but the 3D tin was his. So I know that I used to put that on my Facebook post. It's just stuff like that. Like, you know, I don't know if I probably have quit putting that in there now, but maybe I'm my own bad culprit. Who knows? I'd say vehicles are easier in a way, but they can be also trickier too. There's maybe not like, they don't have as much like components and stuff as a vehicle for sure, but yeah, I'm coming. Oh, there's another guy up front that needs to be unloaded too. Great. Well, does that guy need to be unloaded? He's only at like 80 or something. Oh, this guy was only at 80. That guy's at 95. Okay, I'm unloading a guy that doesn't need to be unloaded, I guess. You're gonna have to wait, bud. Yes. More of a respect thing, I guess. You get the people that will use your stuff and they'll claim that they did it. That's usually a real big piss off. But like I said, I don't really care if people use it. It's just as long as, you know, original credits are somewhere in the mod, that's totally fine. They can use it and do what they want with it, but should at least have the names of the guy's stuff you're using. I mean, I don't even get a lot of people ask me anymore. I used to get people ask me permission to use stuff. I don't even get people asking me anymore. They just use it, which is still fine. I mean, it'd be cooler if they messaged first, but as long as it's there somewhere. Yeah, oh, good old buddy. I know who. I don't know. I'm thinking of a few people. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got you now. Yeah. I've had people ask me if they can use my stuff, and I say as long as you give credits, and they say yeah, for sure, and then they release stuff, never give credits. I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. I even helped that guy too for quite a while, but then he asked to use some things and I said yes, and then in his releases, like I'd go over his Facebook releases and his itch.io releases and nowhere was I in the credits at all, and I'm like, wow, like he even asked me for permission and then didn't put me in there at all. Actually, well, we still could be talking about a few people. There's quite a few modders that I gave permission to and then release stuff and didn't have me in the credits. I had one guy, I'm not gonna say names, but if you ever watched my stream you probably know who he was, but wanted to use a door that I had done. And I said yeah, no problem. And I like, it wasn't just like I said hey you could use the door, like I physically took the door off for him and made it like a 3D object. I even did all the scripting and all the stuff he had to put in the XML, and I sent the whole thing to him. So all I had to do was plop it into his building. I already had the XML stuff already written for him, and I already had it scripted, so we had to do absolutely nothing but plop it in and make sure the nodes were right. And he released it, and I was nowhere in the credits. I'm like, wow. I went through all that trouble, and I wasn't even... So I just quit doing stuff like that. It only takes one or two people, and then I just quit being nice. You'll probably have Legacy release your building after he nitpicks it. Oh, good luck, man. It'll never get out. That guy is pickier than me. I thought I was picky, and there's stuff I let slide, and then Legacy's like, nope, you're going to have to fix that. And I'm like, nope, I'm not fixing it. No way. Yeah, I guess in the mod description's an easy place to put it too, but I mean, we get forgetful too, but I just had people I did stuff for, and then it got released and I was nowhere in the credits, and I'm like, I am no longer doing that for anybody. If anybody asks me for anything, I will help them out, maybe, maybe not. People messaging how you did something, and I'm like, I'm not telling you how I did something, because you know what? It took me 2 damn weeks to figure it out, or it took me a month to figure it out. And there's no way in hell I'm going to tell you in 5 minutes how to do it, because it took me a month, so good luck. That's just how I feel. Sometimes when I've, you know, it's taken me weeks and weeks and weeks, and I finally get something, and then people message you and they want to know how you figured it out. Well, yes, I could tell you, but then they don't have to go through all the pain that I had to for the whole month. So to me, it's not fair. But life's not fair, I guess, right? So I guess I shouldn't worry about it. But if I've spent a lot of time to figure it out, they can do the same thing. It's just how I feel. God, we're on the wrong side of the field for this. Need to be on the other side. I gotta go too far now. I don't know. I want to be a nice guy, but sometimes it's hard. I don't sit on my computer for hours and hours just to hand somebody the answer in 2 minutes. Yeah, Legacy was taught well. He was taught well. Only Legacy would give credit to the thorough and meticulous. I know, because when he gives you tester stuff, there's a lot of errors, right? So it's a hard job for you testers. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but see, Cheesy, see Legacy, Cheesy, he's, you know, I was gonna say I'd take him under my wing a little bit, but you know, he's making the mistakes that we did at the beginning, where you help everybody that messages you, and now he's finding out the hard way that you keep doing that. People just want you to do it for them. I'm like, oh, that guy. He's like, this person's messaging me. I'm like, that guy's gonna ask you to do it for him eventually, and he's like, oh, you were right. He asked me to do it for him, and I'm like, I told you. That's how it goes. No, I'm just bugging you. See, that's my thing too. If I ever release something, like, it's got to be completely error free, or if I ever do a Patreon, which I know I talk about it, but I never do it. If I ever did do a Patreon, nothing would ever go on there unless it was ready to be released. That way, you maybe do like a custom modding thing where people get it a week early, but then it's released. So there's no way it gets leaked. It's not unfinished. There's a lot of the stuff that's on a Patreon's unfinished, and then people get mad when it gets leaked and then it never gets done. Like, just so. That's the only way I do a Patreon, is my stuff would have to be like 99% ready to go. To me, that's how I would run a Patreon. So to me, people could still support me because they like my stuff, but I'm not really locking stuff behind a wall either. That's how I would run a Patreon. So I still might do that. That might be a 25 thing. We'll see. I know Legacy runs a Patreon. I think it works pretty well for him. And I want to do one. I just don't want to have stuff leaked. And I don't want to... Let's just say I don't want to, like, taint my relationship to my community. Because I feel like I've always released stuff for free in the past. And it's never been behind a paywall. But I still want to do a Patreon. Because I feel like a lot of the work and the stuff I put into it, even though this is just a hobby. And that's totally fine. But... in my mind, I need some form of more support, or I'll just keep modding for myself and keeping stuff to myself. If I have to put it out to the public, it is like a job. It kind of is. Like, you can mod the game for hobby and play all you want, and that's totally fine. But to me, as soon as you release something to the public, then you have people asking you, how does this work? Or this has an error. Like I said, most of my stuff's error free, so I shouldn't have a problem that way. But I just feel like it's a job. Once you release it, it becomes a job, kind of, in a way, because you got to keep updates. If giants break stuff in an update, you got to fix it. Like, it is kind of a job, and I feel like some of that has to be compensated. There's enough people out there. If you get people spending a couple bucks to support you, it adds up, and it doesn't take much, and then it's worth your time. But that's just how I see it anyway. Why, was somebody... were you having a leaking problem, Legacy, or something? That's my thing. If I'm going to do a Patreon, it's going to be ready to go, and like, I'm not even going to have it in there that Patreons get anything. That way there's nobody expecting anything. It'd just be strictly support, and then like it'd be like a custom modding thing. Because custom modding to their Patreon supporters, I'm not sure what role it is, but you get mods early, right before they come out. I've seen people with them. I actually know a few people in our Discord that are on the custom modding Patreon. So I know custom modding does it, and they don't seem to get in trouble for it. So that's kind of how I like to run it. Have something ready to go. The people that support me the most get that building a week early or whatever. They get to show it off, whatever that's worth to them. To me, the rest of the people can wait the week and then get it. So that's how I would run it anyway. And that way, technically, people are still getting stuff for free from me if they want. And I'm also getting some support from people that want to support me. So that's how I see it anyway. And that's probably how it's going to move towards 25. Because to me, I I like modding the game, and it is a hobby, and I will gladly do that and keep stuff to my server group and myself. I have no problem with that. But if I want to continue moving forward for the public, I need a little more just support, I guess. So it's a little more worth my time, because I'm sitting down here putting hundreds of hours, and I do choose to do that, but I also don't have to release any of it either. So, well, that's just my 2 cents. Everybody has their own opinions and stuff, and I definitely am not going to put something behind a wall and have it sit there for a month, because then I'm just asking for it to be leaked, and that's just not how I want to handle it. And like I said, you know, if I do have a Patreon, you might not get something every month, so that also becomes a job if you got to produce something every month too. So it'll be mainly support. People just want to support me per month. Don't expect anything. But some months you might get something a little early. There'll be polls to vote on what buildings I do, because I sometimes do want people's opinions. Even though I'll still probably build what I want, but you choose to make stuff, yeah, but I don't have to choose to use my DMs all the time right now. And I get there's a lot of guys that argue that it is a hobby and that you shouldn't be paid for it. I mean, there's lots of guys that have hobbies and they make money from their hobbies. So to me, strictly, if you set up a Patreon and you say it's support only and people want to pay you and support you, then that's totally fine. And yeah, I won't lock anything behind a wall. So if you want to just wait another week or whatever and get the building for free, then that's your choice, and you can do that. Need a little water, I guess. That's true, yeah. Like I said, there is some of that stuff against Giants terms, but that's if you're locking something behind a paywall. So if people are strictly paying you for support, the mods are coming out anyways, then yeah, I don't see it being a big deal. But oh, I'm sad. Sad. The Rings of Power are over. I watched all 8 episodes. Man, they were getting good. Well, I think I'm gonna wait for these combines to come down. I don't think anybody's super full. They should make it down to the end, I think. It's a good attitude, Tony. I know not everybody has that attitude for sure, but what are we gonna do over here? I think we were gonna go in Legacy's big massive feed building that I forced him to make. We never really got to use on the server. I just forget my mixture I was doing for this. What are we on? Realistic mixture. I just forget what I was putting in my realistic mixture, which is I think it was corn, silage, and hay, and maybe beef pulp. I don't remember. Nothing is mixer display is off. Okay. That's not the right display. That's the display I should be getting. I'm not sure why I'm not getting that one. Realistic mixture. Maybe I had to turn it on. to be able to see it in my tractor. It's not the one I want though. Why am I not seeing it? Huh. Used to be able to see the green bars and stuff. I guess I could have this one down here, but that's not really the one I want. What is going on? There we go. Now it's showing up. Not, oh, that's the mixing ratio from the other one. Oh, man. Extend the radius there, but that's his mixing ratio for my other mixer. It's not the one I want. Supposed to see this one right here. See the batch box. I wonder if I gotta turn this one off, maybe. I think I have to turn it off, but who knows? I'm not seeing my batch box for whatever reason. Anyway, let's have to get out here. So we got... I don't like that I can't see it though. Just mixer display radius. Well, that's maybe why, because that's way the frick down. Oh, it's still showing that other one. Huh. Always worked for me before, so don't know what it is doing. I really gotta redo this batch box too. It needs some help. I don't want that outside one. Normally it used to bring up that other menu. Doesn't anymore. All right, well, I'll do 3 buckets of that. I think it was 2 of hay and then some whatever. But my combines are getting full, so we're gonna have to go back and do combines, I think. Some feeding after, I suppose. Oh, see, back there it had it. There's my batch box right there. I wonder if this thing is just slid over too far. Too close to that or something. Now I'm spilling. I don't know why I can't see that. Oh, they're not even down here yet. It's gonna be a problem. I don't think this guy's gonna make it. Doesn't matter, we got other guys that need to be unloaded anyway, so let's go get them. I guess I'm gonna be done streaming here soon too. You guys not even gonna see me finish the field tonight because I'm gonna have to leave here shortly. Fortunately, need to go to bed. But I have enjoyed streaming for you guys tonight. It's been a pleasure. We'll do one more empty of the combines and we'll probably call that quits tonight, but finish the field. Well, that's bad. Yeah, Legacy doesn't know what that is. The wife's on her way home from work too, so I generally try to be off my computer when she gets home. Usually how I like to time it when she's on nights. God, all these combines are full. That front guy, I don't know if he's gonna make it. Should have actually got him going up the other side because this is a fairly long pass. I did not plan that out, and I might not be able to take all these guys if they're all super full. I won't be able to fit it all on, but. Hey, the other night though, I forget, before I started streaming the one night, or no, it's a couple nights ago, I was actually on my computer and I came down because I was going to work on something, and this is probably what Legacy does, but I fell asleep in my gaming chair. Even though how uncomfortable it is, I fell asleep. It's probably what Legacy does for a bed. Well, another pantry? Did you do a smaller one? Because that one is massive. It is pretty hard to utilize it fully, but I mean, and it still is doable. I like it. Just needs to be utilized more on an MP, I guess, with a bunch of going, but you have to be laying flat. Oh man, I could fall asleep sitting up in a chair, no problem. And I've even done that like camping in a round of fire or whatever, and like I do not spill my beer. Like I am pretty talented at not spilling a beer while sleeping. Sitting. I have to be pretty tired though. Upside down, hanging from the ceiling. Yeah. 150 by 300. That's still not that small, but. As far as I know, I'm not unloading the right guys though. These other guys are going to be. Oh, that guy didn't make it. Son of a gun. Oh yeah, the one I'm using is pretty big. Yeah, it's definitely, it would work good if we were going to have, like, I just sucks a decent want to use it, but he'd already used a pantry in 19. And I'm like, yeah, but I never got to use a pantry in 19, so. Remember how fun it was to get the leveling areas in that building? Oh, I remember that. I remember playing around with that, too, and helping out with that. Oh, that underground stuff sucks. People don't understand the frustration that goes into that to make that thing go into the ground. That's one of my biggest pet peeves with like all buildings is the level areas and stuff. Like, okay, we're gonna drive in some crops, so close your guys' eyes here. Really, dude? You didn't even do a cutout or anything? What the F? Normally they do a cutout. I guess we're okay here, but... yeah, that one's underground too. Spilling beer is alcohol abuse, and I know. I mean, I guess it's just us older gentlemen, we just understand it. Like, I don't even if I'm drinking a beer at night, I'm not going to finish it. Now, you guys might find this gross, but... like, if I'm not going to finish a beer, I will put it in the fridge and drink it the next day. And everyone's like, ew, gross, it's flat. I don't care. I'm not pouring that beer down the drain. I'm not wasting it. That's just me, though. Same with, like, hard liquor. If I'm not going to finish it or I fall asleep or something, I'll put it in the fridge and I'll drink it in the morning on a flat pop. Hey, boss, you're the same. Perfect. My wife's like, ew, gross. Why'd you do that? Just dump it down the drain. I'm like, no. Somebody put their blood, sweat, and tears into that beer, and I'm going to drink every drop. People think I'm gross when I do that, but I don't like to waste it. Oh, that one's underground too? Oh, Legacy, why are you so hard on yourself? You like pain, don't you? He likes causing himself pain. Hey Carson, how you doing, man? Easy, you still up? Thought you'd be sleeping by now. Actually, no, this is like, yeah, like I'll get messages like 3 or 4 in the morning from Cheesy because that's when he's up. So he's probably sleeping now, but then he'll be up at like 4 in the morning. When I'm sleeping. Well, I forget. I think I only got 11,000 bushels for my lentils last year, but I didn't have this big of a field, so we might break 30,000 bushels. That'd be nice. That is some crop. I didn't put it in a wet bin, so I'm not sure if I'm going to dry it or not, but can't miss this quality content. You're a glutton for punishment. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I'm not sure what entertainment. I mean, let's say I'm not entertaining playing Farm Sim. Sunday fun day. Yeah, no, more like Sunday work day. Stuff to do, places to be. That truck is just constantly pushing. Get out of my way. Well, I feel like we had some good viewership tonight. Oh, excuse me. I know it's a later stream again, but it is the weekend, so you can generally get away with a later stream on the weekend. During the week, the late stream is a no-go usually. Now we'll have to catch these guys again, because I don't think they could make it all the way back down if we don't get them kind of empty, but the AI dimension, well, it's I'm not sure if it's on the trailers or the trucks, but yeah, there is some collision things because the trucks always are ramming into each other, but pretty much that's how all our trucks and trailers are on the server, so I'm not sure. I think any truck does it. I'm not sure if it's just the ones that Drosy did, or I feel like they've all done that, but I feel like auto drive has always just been bad at that. But it could be the trucks and the trailers. Because generally we use all our modded trailers, so we don't use in-game trailers. So that could be a thing. Guys are on their last up and back. I think we'll finish this swipe off, and then we've got swipe over there to do. But we have to make sure, actually, you know what, we probably don't have to. This guy will probably go to the outside, or no, maybe not, maybe he won't. I don't know, we'll just get him unloaded halfway down here somewhere, I think. I've been able to keep up with one cart, so that's good. I do have 3 grain carts because I know in other crops I have to constantly be switching between them to keep combines empty, but depending on what crops we're doing, we're not going to run all 5. We'll run, well, one's a demo unit, so we might not run that anymore, but flat glass, the only truck you use, yeah. Is it a little off on its collisions? It might be. You got to get Drosty. up on all that stuff. Does my train? Excuse me. Does my train work legacy on the map that you got? Needs to release that thing. I don't think he will. I paid for the model. I paid for the model and he in-gamed it, and so I guess I have a say too. The bumper or the front grille needs to be redone. It's got some artifacting, you call it, or like in the light that's two different shades. It has to be redone. I've noticed that, but never done anything about it. Yeah, I spent a lot of time working on the train spline on this map. Finally got it to work, but every once in a while on MP, the train just wouldn't come, and so supposedly it was maybe getting stuck on the spline, but I like that spline. There's nowhere it gets stuck on it, so I wasn't sure if it was just a mod conflict or something. I did have it where it did get stuck, and I redid the spline, and so it shouldn't get stuck anymore, but. Every once in a while in MP, we'd have to go into the save game XML and reset the train position, I think, and then the train would work again for a bit, but then it would quit working, so there's at least a fix for it where you go into the save game XML, but... I'd never done a train before, and holy man, that's actually more complicated than you think. I had to watch a lot of tutorials and stuff on it. Doing the spline's a little confusing too, but... Got her done. That's the main thing. Yeah. All right, Lego Farms. Have a good night, man. Thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate it. So I guess I'll have to decide on what I want to do with that, because I didn't even know I had that set up, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, train wasn't super fun to do, but we needed a train on a Saskatchewan map, so. Seeing as how the Viterra elevator is right beside a train track, and I wanted the train sell point, so there is one dump pit that works for the train, and there's another dump pit that just sells the elevator, and then there's a third door you can go into, which would be like a loadout for grain trucks. So if the elevator was selling the grain, say if they were selling your canola to a crush plant or something, then trucks could come in there and load up the canola and take it to a crush plant. Or now the idea behind it, which I'd kind of like to see something like that in 25. Like I know GTX had like the grain contract, so you could like just haul grain into the elevator at any time, pick up a contract and haul grain, which is cool, but I'd like to be able to haul between, and now this maybe doesn't work on smaller maps, but like between sell points. So if I wanted to run a trucking company per se on the multiplayer, and Viterra was like, hey, we need this grain hauled over to the crush plant, like of course you'd have to make more sell points, but that's what I'd like, because then if I want to run a trucking company on the map, then I can. Because you can run a trucking company and truck for other people on the map as well, which is still fine and dandy if somebody has a big enough farm and they have a lot of grain moved, but it doesn't always work, whereas you could just pick up a contract and haul grain from elevator to elevator. Now, generally on a smaller map, that probably wouldn't work. Right? 1x or something, because you're not going very far. Maybe it's maybe not doable, but yeah, on a 16x, I'd like that for sure. Sure, it'd be doable even with Mr. Thunder, but got to keep him busy on other stuff. So I guess we'll see what comes out in 25. I'm gonna wait a little longer to load this guy yet. Be nice to get this. Nice to get this field done. Anyway. I'll unload them somewhere up here, I guess. I think I got peas over here. Lentils, and then this is peas, I believe. Yeah. We will be going to these next, I believe. Peas here, and I got peas on the home half as well, so those will be a little higher yielding, I think. And can we do pea straw? I don't know if we can do pea straw. No, I think it's only flax, maybe. Should have made it so I could bale pea straw. That would have been nice. And we got a small field of flax this year. This is barley, I guess. Or no, this is wheat. Okay. Planted wheat up there. Interesting. We got some canola. This is barley. So I didn't do much barley at all. Oh, we got way more flax. Never mind. I got a whole field of flax over here. I forgot about that. And I got a field of wheat here. And corn to chop for the feedlot. But yeah, I got a lot of flax. Forgot about that. Canola, canola, canola. And a little bit of barley. Not much barley. And we'll get to it all anyway. Kind of a far away screenshot, but should have got them all lined up and going down the crop super close for a nice screenshot. That would be nice. Oh, their moisture's down to 19.9 now. Day 2 in August. Now these lentils will bring some really good money. Maybe upgrade our combines because we are running 4.8s, and then we have like a 9T as a demo, but I'd like to maybe upgrade to some 9s. Not sure if I'll upgrade all 4 of them or not, but upgrade a couple anyway. I don't know if we still want to stick with duals or tracks or what. I'd like to have a couple of tracked ones for corn, but there's not really any in this part of Saskatchewan. There's not really any grade corn. Only silage corn, I think. Now let's see which way these guys turn. I think they should go on the outside, maybe. I'm not sure. Can you believe it though? With 5 combines, this field still took 6.5 hours just on the back and forth, and 45 minutes for the outside round. So you're well over 7 hours to do this field with 5 mind you, I am running 4 40-foots and 1 45, so I think what I'm gonna need to be doing is getting some bigger heads. I think we're gonna have to go to some 50s. That way we can chew through the acres a little more, and you could even maybe even go down to 3 combines. I don't know. Kind of like having 4, but don't really think I want to get to 8 or anything. That'd be a little. I guess technically you couldn't have them running on 2 different fields, but I can't really be in 2 different fields at once. Running cart. So I don't know. Some big decisions to make after harvest this year anyway. Whoa, maple bug flying right at me. You guys get maple bugs? He was coming right for me. I'm gonna kill that bugger. Get a lot of those maple bugs outside our house, that's for sure. I think soap and water is what does them in. Of all things, being clean is your downfall. Crazy. The box elder bugs, yeah, that's maybe they're like black and they got little orange or like red markings on them. They kind of like hover, like somewhat fly. I just looked over and he was coming right at me. Last few years have been really bad. Like we have cracks in the concrete between our house, and they'll go in there at night, and then in the morning, like my wife will go out the door, and they all just come in the house like that. It's just, we usually got to deal with killing them all winter and stuff, but. I remember them being this bad, but yeah. Don't normally want to wait for these guys to finish the field. Do I have to? They do make quick work of it, that is for sure. Don't need much more to get full. It'd be nice to get a full load here, but. Don't know if I'll be able to get a full load off all these guys. They're still not. Got a lot on them. Yeah, I'll be alright. I'm not waiting, they'll all make it. Time for bed for me anyway. Glad we got this field done. I don't know what I'm going to plant here. Don't know what I'm going to seed in this field next year. I think it took 3 Borgo drills, the 76 foots or the 78, whatever size they are, the smaller ones. It took 4 hours to do this field. I think we'll maybe downsize some drills and get a couple, well, downsize how many I have and I got a 100 footer, maybe we'll get a couple 100 footers. And we'll really pound out some acres of those puppies. Not sure if I'd do lentils here again or what. Some soil sampling, I guess, and then make a decision. Wheat or barley would be a no-go. That would be absolutely insane. I'd have to cut this field in lots of pieces. I'd have to do custom course play fields and chop it up in a bunch of little bits. Taters, yeah. I'd like to, then I could use my big potato storage that I would like to finish. I know Drosty would like me to finish it. But yeah, if I do, depending what I do, if something's high yielding, I'll have to section it off in like 4 or 5 chunks. Because the course play has a thing now where you can like do a custom field and then you can draw it out on the map. So I just have to split this field up is all. That's what I did for my flax and corn field on the feedlot. It was one big field and I split it up into 2. And then you can still run course play on it, which is nice. That's my problem. I get wheat or barley field. Well, the combines can't even make a full pass, and then they get full with the auger inside on the crop because I can't get there in time with the cart. So that's where this custom course play stuff comes into effect, because then I can get them to actually cut the field in half like you would in real life. Yeah, see, this truck isn't doing it here behind Dietz's trailer. I bet you it is Tad's trailers here, his legacies. That truck is trying to push constantly. The trailer must be missing a collision, perhaps. The other truck is not trying to push at all. Interesting. That looks to be what it is. Or maybe not, I don't know. The camera's got quite a collision box in front of it. No, I don't know. I'd say Dietz doesn't really have anything. Collision coming off the back of his, so I'm confused. That trailer... maybe it just doesn't stick out far enough. I don't know. To me, it looks like it has everything that it needs, but I'm no implement guy, so. Sorry, guys. We're not going to see the end of the field because I need to get going. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. But I appreciate you guys being here with me for the stream. We almost got it done, and I mean, it will be done next time I stream probably, but I appreciate you guys watching and chatting. It was a fun night tonight. I think we had a little more chatting going on tonight than last night, so keeps me interested in doing the monotonous tasks of running grain cart over and over and over on the same field. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one. And thanks for a couple of the new members as well. So that's greatly appreciated, guys. And we'll catch you in the next one. Who knows when that will be streams tomorrow. Now, I highly doubt it, but the life's on 4 days off now, so you probably won't catch me streaming again. But all right, guys. Good night. Legacy, get some sleep. Well, yeah, I know you don't sleep, but just try and get some sleep for me, all right? All right. Talk to you guys later. Have fun.